Hi guys, I thought I'd come back today and show you another eye look, and I'm gonna go kind of with the summer theme. So I did a sunset inspired eye. So next I'm going to do a beach inspired eye. So I'm gonna be using our mineral pigments like I did with the sunset. If you haven't seen it, you can go watch my YouTube and see that. So I'm gonna be using our loose mineral pigments, which is what I did with the sunset previously, but these are all different colors. So the first color I'm actually going to be using is Awestruck, and it's a beautiful bright blue color. It is matte. It doesn't have any shimmer to it. Actually, I take that back. It might have a little bit of shimmer to it. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to be using this kind of brown gold color. It's called Gorgeous, and it is just that. And then I'm going to be using a highlight color, and this one's called Curious. It's kind of a white with a little bit of shimmer. And then I'm going to be using a tan color with no shimmer. It is matte. This one's Irresistible. And then for my eyeliner, I'm going to use Devious again, which is with the jet black, all matte. So whenever I do my shadows, I make sure I'll have all my brushes ready. So I'm going to use our crease brush, which is my favorite brush. It's kind of rounded, so it gives me a real good control. And then I'm going to use my liner shader brush, and it's got a sponge on one side, which is nice and flat, and this one's just got a little shader brush. It's angled. And then I'm going to use my deluxe brush, which is just kind of fluffy and fun, and that's for blending. So I have all of those, and then I have rose water. If I want a little extra pigment, I'll have that here if I need it. I may not. I'm probably going to be overly pigmented as it is. Alright, so when I do my colors, I always take the color out and tap it into the lid. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, and this gives you a better look at what the color is. See that pretty color. And again, that one, I've got to remember all my colors, is Awestruck. We have several colors of blue. And I start with my crease brush, and you could do these colors any way you want, but this is just kind of my method. And I'm going to pull that eye back just a little bit, and I'm going to go right into the crease. And this time I'm going to pull almost all the way around. And usually I stop about halfway through. I'm going to go all the way. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Almost all the way in. And so I've got that real pretty blue. And blues are great for hazel eyes and brown eyes. And, I mean, you can always do blue on blue eyes, but hazel and brown and blue colors really look fabulous on those color eyes. It's not always going with the color of your eyes. It's usually kind of something that's opposite. All right, so now I'm going to go with this orangey brown color. This is Gorgeous. Drop some into my little cup. I'm going to get a good amount of this one because I'm going to be using this in a larger space. So can you see that pretty good? And this one I'm actually going to take my flat sponge brush and dip it in. Got a good amount of it. Probably don't need that much. I'm probably going to spill a little bit. And I'm going to go from the center. And some of this is going to fall, but that's okay. And I'm going to bring that in. I'm actually going to go a little bit on top of the blue, all the way around. And don't worry if it's not a perfect line. We are going to be doing some blending, so no big deal. And I'm going to go all the way into the center. And I'm going to tap some more into my lid. And you guys all know that I normally do my eye makeup first, and then the rest of my makeup last. So this is a little different than I normally do because I do spill some. So forgive me that I'll have to clean up a little bit. Same thing, just kind of inner. So you can see what I've done. I've kind of already created a little blend, and I've got that outside. And now I'm going to take this brown color, which is Irresistible, and I am going to use my crease brush again, and I'm going to dip this brown. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my lid so you can see it. Just a nice matte brown. Not too crazy. Little. And just do a little bit in this corner. And I'm not going to bring it all the way up. I want some of that blue to stay. So I'm really doing a little blending while I'm adding that to the corners. It's very subtle, but it will be enough to kind of bring a little bit more of that sand color in. So you can see, obviously you got the ocean blue, and the gold has a little bit of a sand color, but I like to have some contrast. So we've got dark brown of the sand and the gold of the sand. You know how sand kind of sparkles and glitters a little bit. And now I'm going to take my deluxe brush, and I'm just going to blend. Make sure it's clean. I don't think it's perfectly clean. Let me wipe it off real quick. Make sure these colors are good. I'm just going to blend a little bit, soft touch. This little blend. And I like to blend in. You can do this any way you want. But me personally, I like to blend in so I'm not going too far above that brow bone. Didn't quite that. Let's go back at this. All right, done. And now I'm going to use this last highlighting color, which is Curious. It's almost white. It has a very tiny hint of yellow. And I'm going to use the other side of this liner shader brush. Again, make sure it's clean. I just have tissue here that I'm wiping that off on. I'm going to do this inner eye. And I go down into that little corner there. Just kind of blend it. And I'm going to get some more, and I'm going to go above this color and below my brow bone. And I'll have to do a little bit to my brows right after I do this, which is no big deal. And if you want a darker color in any of these or any more pigment, you can add water or rose water to it. And I'm going to do a little bit of brushing here and a little brushing here. Just blend that blue out so it doesn't look completely like a line. I don't like the line look. All right, got that done. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of the correct color of brow gel just so we can see a better look now that I've done. We don't want that white on my brows. We want those brows to stand out. Okay. Now we're going to do our eyeliner with my liner shader brush. This is really straight edge, and I'm going to do a little bit of the black in my lid. Obviously black is black, it's very black. A little rose water. Just dipping it in there around the edge. Getting a good straight line. Again, I really like this with the pigments. It brings it all together, and I have a lot of control with this. If you like the winged look, this is a great option for you because you don't have to worry about having a rounded tip to try to turn into a straight edge. This is already a very nice straight edge. And I'm going to do this at the bottom as well. Darker look, just add a little more rose water. That's one of the things I really love about the pigments is you can really change how dark and how light they are. Alright, just adding a little water. Okay, got those on. And now I'm going to go back to this blue, and I'm going to use the other side of this liner shader brush, and I'm going to dip a tiny bit of this blue and just go right underneath my eyes. Sorry, this light makes my eyes water a little bit. Just want to right around that corner. Very light touch because this is highly pigmented, so it's a lot easier to put on than it is to take off. I'm just gonna do a little bit more on that edge. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and just take my chiffon powder and I'm gonna go right underneath my eyes just to clean up anything that I might have dropped.